Shalawam, Apostle Tahar, coming back at you with this truth, giving all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. And I'm going to call this If You Don't Have Passion for This Truth, I'll leave it as a question mark. If you don't have passion for this truth, question mark. This is the scene right here. Still of a scene from a Hurricane, the movie starring Denzel Washington. This is on YouTube. I'll leave the link in the description box. Denzel Washington's performance in Hurricane, and you can watch it. And when you get up to about 1 minute and 51 seconds in of a 2 minute and 22 second clip, you can see the passion in his eyes. He's an actor, of course, obviously, but you know, when you see this scene and when you see the film, you know, he transforms into Reuben Hurricane Carter. And I remember him when I was a child. I saw a couple of fights here and there when he was still fighting, and he was like a Tasmanian devil. You know, he threw a lot of punches, man. He threw a lot of punches. He came at you like you owed him a lot of money, or you slapped his woman in the ass. You know, he came at you like he wanted to kill you. Even in another scene of this movie, Denzel speaks to the judge, and he said that he was a prize fighter, and we fought men. He used all the power that he had to bring men to their destruction. But he said, but I ain't no murderer. And that's one of the scenes right there. If you go to the different scenes, you'll see it. Anyway, you know, at about 1 minute and 51 seconds in, I remember the scene, he took that phone and he tapped that glass to his attorneys, talking about they got to take it to the federal court, because he's been in there for what, 20 years, and either he's gonna die in there or he's gonna get free. There's a point where you take that leap of faith. Anyway, the topic is on passion. You know, us being in this truth, you have to be passionate about this truth. If you're not passionate about this truth, then what's the sense? There was a camp, this guy, what's his name? Jesus the Word rolled up on one of the GMS camps. Them guys should have stayed out there. They should have stayed out there, man. You know, this is not about a thing where, well, the camp closes at 7 o'clock. At 7:02, we're going to get out of here. No. If somebody's there, you stay the extra 20 minutes, extra 30 minutes. Hell, if you passionate, you stay until that devil leaves. Now, I'm not telling you brothers out there teaching you're going to close up at 8 o'clock or whatever, and somebody stays out there to be out there with you until 1 o'clock. You know, that's stupid, but you got to have passion. If you don't have passion for this thing, you shouldn't be in the truth. You shouldn't be out there on the highways and the byways, man. In the boxing world, if you ever box, if you ain't got your shit wired tight, you're going to get hurt. You could get killed. So the same thing with this. This is a spiritual fight, man. If you're not passionate about this thing, you shouldn't be in this thing. Anyway, I'm going to go to a couple of scriptures. And I always tell myself, I put up a lot of videos, but I always tell myself I should do more. I should do more. If there's 500 men in GMS that have been in this thing for at least a year, every last one of you supposed to be constantly putting up videos, man. It's the same 10 faces I see all the time putting up videos. What's up with the rest of y'all, man? There was over 2,000 plus people going back to the One West days, and they all fell off. And they all went back in the world. They were all getting ready to get a chip and eat a missile. Anyway, like I said, I want to bring up a couple of scriptures. Bear with me for a minute. Yeah, okay, I'll read this one. It says, Hebrews 11, verse 6, but without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. That's not the scripture that I wanted, but that's a good scripture. Okay, this is what I wanted. Hebrews 6, verse 11. You know what I wanted? I'll start at Hebrews 6, verse 10. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed toward his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints, the fellow Israelites, and do minister. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end. 12. That ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promise. Now the word slothful is from the Greek nothros, and it means slow, sluggish, indolent, dull, languid, or languid. So let me read.